And one of the key things is flirting is an illogical process. Most guys, and I'm sure you fall into this, think that girls are attracted to money, looks, but that doesn't work. Women are illogical. They're emotional creatures, and they're not driven by the same amount of logic that we think they are, or that we are driven by. Despite what it says on their profile or what their tick list is for age, height, financial income, women are illogical creatures. They make decisions based more on emotion than logic, and they'll back up those with fact. So that is why you need to become a master at emotional language, because women speak the language of emotion. So some recommendations for you. When you're working with flirtation and emotional language, ask how they're feeling. So if they're sending you details of something that happened to them today, sometimes as a guy, our response is to jump in factually and say, oh, well, what you should have done is this, 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 and this. It takes a huge amount of skill to stop that and withdraw back and say, well, how did that make you feel? So that's an easy one that you can start with that will boost your flirting skills through the roof. If someone tells you, oh, this happened at work today, or I've just been rushed and I've done this, or I've got to do this in the future, say, oh, how's that making you feel? How did that make you feel? Use a section of action words, so populate your language with action words. And there's a fantastic book by Richard Bayan called Words That Sell. In fact, there's 2 editions now. There's Words That Sell and More Words That Sell. And in there, it lists all types of emotions and actions and gives you a whole page or 2 pages or 3 pages of words to describe that. So there's fear, passion, excitement, all of these things, and it'll give you those words. So it's an absolutely amazing resource to start using. Use words of excitement. Just pick out your excitement, your passion. When we looked at character development, use emotional language to pick out your own personal excitement, but then also theirs as well. Help them bring out their excitement. So the more that they can talk about themselves, the more that they can be excited, the more that they're associating those feelings with you. Use Google. If you're stuck and you haven't got any of these books I'm suggesting and you don't want to get them, just type in action words or excitement words or fears or even emotional language and do some research on emotional language and what that means to male and female, and how I did a quick search. There's some great articles here. The difficulties men have with emotional language, and how that impacts women. All things like that. So spend a little bit of time doing some research. Hey, this is the future of your internet data. And as I said earlier, don't necessarily offer a solution. Question rather than suggest and tell. It's all about your ability to dip into their world, and don't offer those solutions. Ask, well, how did that make you feel? And what did you do next? How was that? What was it about that made you feel bad? Or what was it about that made you feel good? And these are all great emotional languages, questions that will enable you to connect with her on a deeper level.